look at you, sitting there like the world owes you a damn crown, like fate should bend down, kiss your hand, and say, here you go, legend, your throne's been waiting. Pathetic. You think pain makes you special? You think suffering earns sympathy? Wake up. That's not how this world works, sunshine. Pain isn't your excuse, it's your test. You either burn in it or rise through it. But you've been drowning in it, soaking in your own misery, scrolling, whining, waiting for miracles while doing nothing. What the hell are you doing? Crying about betrayal like you're some holy saint who never saw it coming? Please, you handed them the blade, you guided their hand, you trusted snakes, and now you're shocked they bit you. Grow up. They used you, they lied, they vanished. Welcome to reality. People don't love like you, they take, they drain, they disappear. Then post quotes about self-care, like they're the ones who were hurt. Pathetic, but listen close. You needed to be broken. Yeah, it had to happen. That fragile, apologetic, approval-chasing version of you, that thing had to die. It got stepped on, silenced, ignored. So when they left, when they stopped replying, when they made you invisible, that was the blessing. Cold, cruel, wrapped in rejection, but a blessing. And look at you now, still clinging to ghosts, still hoping snakes grow souls, still waiting for closure from cowards. It's sad, but it's also the beginning, because you don't see it yet. This pain is sculpting you, sharpening you, turning you into something untouchable. So decide, kid, stay soft, stay forgettable, stay their fool, or rise. Become the silence that chills their laughter, become the shadow behind their smiles, become the what if that haunts there. Every thought when the lights go out, and the room empties, silence lingers, but you'll never become who you're meant to be if you keep crawling back for closure, if you keep checking your phone, hoping for a message that'll never come. They won't return, not because you lack worth, but because you taught them you had none. Have you ever felt that eerie quiet, right before everything burns, that stillness that hums beneath your skin, whispers in your bones, and makes your breath feel too loud? It's not peace, it's not comfort, it's the calm before the heartbreak, the pause before the betrayal, the smirk before the blade slides in. Calm's such a beautiful disguise, wrapped in patience, scented with false hope. But beneath it, it's war. It's chaos waiting for a signal. And you thought calm meant healing, didn't you? That stillness meant safety. Oh, kid, how naive. Let me tell you something true, something dark, something no feel-good guru would ever dare to whisper on stage. People love your calmness because they confuse it with surrender. They think your silence means defeat. They think your patience is fear. But here's the twist, darling. Silence isn't soft. It's steel, and when aimed right, it cuts deeper than anger ever could. You gave them peace. They called you emotionless. You gave them space. They filled it with someone louder. And what did you expect? Loyalty? That word's a corpse now. Nobody speaks it honestly anymore. Even when they do, it drips with deceit. But you kept believing. Believing that if you stayed kind, if you stayed patient, they'd finally see your worth. But they didn't, because calmness, it's only precious when it's gone. People only value peace after they've drowned in chaos. They only remember your steadiness when the noise they chased devours them whole. See, they crave madness, loud laughter, shallow thrill, plastic love wrapped in glitter. They choose that every damn time. You were too grounded, too composed, too calm, and now they're done with you. How poetic. Your peace bored them. Your stillness made them restless. Let me twist the knife just a little, because I know you can take it. Your heart's already in pieces. I'll just leave it. You stayed calm, and the calmest souls carry the heaviest storms. The quietest tears fall, where no one sees. Do you see it now? They weren't afraid of your rage. They feared your stillness, because your calm showed their cracks. Your silence made their noise unbearable. You became a mirror, and they hated the reflection. That's why they fled. That's why they turned your peace into distance. Because if they admitted you were steady, they'd face their own storm. No one wants to be the villain in their own story, so they labeled you cold, unreachable, too silent, too deep, too boring, and you believed it. You wondered if something was wrong with you because you didn't perform your pain like a show, because you didn't scream loud enough for their pity. What a joke. They craved fire, drama, chaos. They wanted to feel alive, even if it killed someone else. But you only wanted peace, something real, calm. But listen here, kid, calm is dangerous to offer, because once they tire of your peace, they'll chase chaos elsewhere and leave you burning in the silence you forged to protect them. And that's where you sit now, huh? Amid the ruins, quiet, alone, calm, for the first time. That calm, it's punishment. It's the scream you no longer have the strength to shout. But hear me, listen close. That same calm, that silence that broke you, can now rebuild you. You rebuild in the quiet. You no longer beg for help. You don't knock on doors that shut on you. You breathe in the ashes slowly, fully. You don't need their noise, their pity, their fake apologies. You don't need those who only loved you when broken and begging. What you need is to see the power in your stillness, the calm that once got ignored. That same calm now sharpens into your edge, because calm souls, truly calm souls, are the most dangerous in the room. They watch, they wait, they study everything, and when the time comes, they don't announce it. They just move. They don't seek revenge. They don't write confessions. They don't justify why they disappeared. They just fade, completely, silently, and suddenly, everyone feels the emptiness they once ignored. Suddenly the absence hits harder than their presence ever did, and those same people, they panic because now, the calm is gone, and chaos feels sharper, without the warmth you carried. See, calm isn't passive. It's doing the right thing while steady. It's owning yourself when everything else unravels. You think strength is shouting? No, strength is walking away while holding storms you could have unleashed. That's what you did, wasn't it? You walked away from people you could have shattered with truth. You stayed quiet while bleeding. That's not weakness, that's mastery. But let me ask you something raw. Where did that mastery lead you? Sitting here with a broken heart and no applause. Yeah, that's the cost of being real. In a world addicted to performance, people don't want depth. They want noise. You were a mirror. They were fools. And when fools see a mirror, they smash it because it exposes them. But here's where it flips. One day, when the fools are drained, when their masks slip, when the audience tires, they remember the mirror. They remember you, the calm one, the one who never needed a stage. And they return, not because they love you, but because they finally see what you offered them: peace, safety, truth. But by then, friend, it's too late. You've rebuilt yourself from the silence they forced on you. Already found peace in your own shadow. You've already learned to be alone without feeling lonely. And you know the best part? You don't even resent them anymore. You just don't care. That's real power. You were never dull. You were never too quiet. You were never the fault. You were just misunderstood. Because calm is rare. It unnerves people. It exposes what they aren't. So they call it cold. But the truth is, your silence burned brighter than their chaos ever could. And now you sit with that silence. You study it. You sharpen it like a sword. Because the next time someone tries to call you weak for staying calm, you won't reply. You'll just smile and let the silence speak. So stay calm, kid. Not for them, not for their comfort. Stay calm for you, because when everyone else is screaming, the one who speaks last wins. And when they finally ask why you left, silent, why you stopped chasing, stop caring, just tilt your head and say nothing. Let the silence echo everything your heart once shouted. Because calmness is the skill of not reacting in a world addicted to noise. It's the revenge no one expects. And when used wisely, it's the fiercest strike of all. You know what's ironic? When you were loud, when you begged, explained, tried to fix it all, they ignored you. But the moment you went silent, oh, that's when they started paying attention. Not because they understood, but because fear finally touched them. That's the irony, isn't it? They fear what they cannot predict. They fear calm because it cannot be controlled. Anger, that's obvious. Sadness, easy to read. But calm is lethal. Calm means the storm has passed inside you, and now there is nothing left to burn, nothing left to prove, nothing left to say. That's when they realize you're finished. You didn't give up. You simply woke up. You stopped pouring energy into dead roots. You stopped sharing your light with those who preferred darkness. You stopped defending yourself to those who wrote fake stories in their heads and called them truth. And now they sit in their own lies, chewing on regret, wondering when the silence became the final goodbye. But you don't owe anyone an explanation. Not anymore. Because calmness doesn't demand attention. It commands respect. True calm, it isn't passive. It isn't doing nothing. It's the deliberate choice to hold back the destruction you could unleash. What the hell do they know about that kind of power? They think silence means surrender. No, silence means you've won the battle within. Let me tell you something raw, something most can't accept. You were never meant to belong in that chaos. You were meant to rise above it. That's why they despise your calm. It exposed their drama as trivial. It made their noise feel cheap. You didn't play by their rules. You didn't plead to stay. You simply stepped back. And that drove them mad, because the calm one always disappears without warning. No messages, no threats, just silence. Oh, silence is a language only the awakened can truly hear. You gave them all your calm and they mistook it for ease. But calmness isn't ease. It's a weight, a heavy one. It means you carry your own pain, your own fears, your own broken pieces, and yet you refuse to spill it on anyone. It means you've seen chaos and refused to become it. It means you've found your power, and that's why they left. not because you were dull, but because you had grown beyond their reach. They couldn't handle your depth, so they ran to shallow waters. What a laugh. So, what now? Huh? You sit in quiet, alone, tired, numb, but stronger, wiser, steadier. And they don't know, they'll never know, what it took for you to carry it all inside. The battles waged behind those eyes, the fights you never voiced, the pain you buried beneath your calm. But here's the thing, you don't need them to know. Your silence is your legacy now, a story only those worthy of your peace will ever read. Let them question, let them ache, let them regret. You've outgrown chaos. You've outgrown pleading. You've outgrown needing to be understood. You speak softly now, and only those fluent in stillness will hear you. So the next time they say you've changed, smile, because you have. You went from bleeding in plain sight to healing in secrecy, from being their shelter to becoming your own. That's what true calm is. It's not just sitting still. It's standing tall without needing applause. You walked through fire and chose not to shout. That's not weakness, that's growth. And one day when they've destroyed every good thing they touch, when they're suffocating in their own noise, they'll remember you not as fragile, not as silent, but as the one who witnessed everything, spoke nothing, and walked away leaving every bridge intact. Because you didn't need revenge, you became the lesson. So here you stand now, not broken, reborn, not loud, unshakable, not chasing, observing. You're the quiet they mocked, turned into the storm they cannot flee. Isn't it beautiful? The calm they ignored now echoes in their heads. You became everything they feared, because you asked for nothing, needed no one, and stayed unshaken while they drowned in the chaos they created. They'll tell tales about you one day, whisper your name like a warning, not a memory, and you won't flinch, you won't smile, you won't even glance back. Because kings don't reclaim thrones they've outgrown. You'll just walk steady as ever while the world burns behind you. And when they ask, why didn't you say anything? You'll grin, tilt your head, and let silence speak. Because I said everything by walking away.